So good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sure.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So good evening, everyone. My name is Shairaj, and this is Kaushiki.
Hi, everyone.
So we are going to be talking about contributing to the Glug blog today. We'll be covering various topics like the importance of Git and GitHub and importance of writing technical blog, etc. So here is the agenda of the meeting. Introduction to writing of the technical blog and its importance in the technical field. Steps to contribute to the Glug blog and why would you contribute and why would you want to contribute to the Glug blog in the first place. Steps to set up a local server uh, and steps to contribute to the Glug blog by setting a local setup in your own computer. And after that, the addition of your own author page to the Glug blog. And at the last, we'll have a Q&A session.
Yes, and a small bit suggestion: if you guys have your laptops beside yourself, then you can just work in parallel with us, or else you can just learn now and you can apply it like later.
So if you are following us, if you're following the tutorial right now, you must have Git in your system along with any code editor, or just Notepad will also work, but VS Code is recommended. We'll also be installing Ruby, a certain version of Ruby, which we'll sending link for. So we'll start, Kaushiki.
Yes, and please take up with the message box also, because we'll be sharing some links over there, and try to save those links for future reference.
Yeah, and if you have any question in the middle of the session, you can drop it in the chat box. So let's talk about benefit of technical blogging. We all know the best way to learn about anything is to teach, and by sharing your knowledge in through technical blogging, whatever you know, and expressing it uh, in a form of words that a lot of people would understand, would actually solidify your own concept and in your mind, and which will actually help you in understanding your concepts better. So the technical blogging does not only include the uh, idea of sharing knowledge to everyone, but also it solidifies your own your concepts, solidify the concepts in your mind. When you're about to solve a when you're about to share a problem solving blog, like you have a problem and you have a solution to it, you do a lot of research and collect data carefully and put things in such a way that people may understand it, and this way you will be better at explaining things and you will learn to convey your idea to the audience. And by writing technical blog, you will actually be adding so much value to the technical community. And uh, at, and at last but not least, as told by our seniors, that recruiters get really impressed when they see your blogs online and how you have presented it, and people are actually getting benefited from that. That can really impress the recruiters.
Yeah, sure. And actually, adding to that, now these days, like the CV is like CV in tech is almost getting dead. Like what people find you by your blogs, like what you're actually doing, your work, defines like whether if like basically they get impressed by your work. And when you write blog, then it's a showcase that actually what you are working on. And it basically, when you write blog, then someone read it, maybe later or the other time they offer you something for praise, as praise. And it also uh, it also allows you to think and act globally. So yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see now that how you can contribute the importance of Git and GitHub. So we know that we have an open source community that carries so much value in the technical world. The what we mean by open source community is that people keep their code in open for you to see, to improve. Everyone can like people can improve each other's code and grow as a community. People can help each other write about their code, like documentation, and it's a very great community. And with the help of GitHub, you can actually contribute to that community. Git is a version control system which you can have it in your personal computers. Uh, for example, if you're working on a big project and you're saving everything, but somewhere if you make a small mistake at any step, that can actually break your whole project. So version control can be said in an easy way that it can keep the version, like last stable version of your project, it can store that, and whenever you make any mistake or whenever you want to revert back to the older version, you can easily do that with the help of Git. And GitHub is made over Git, and it has a lot of more benefits like open source community support, etc.
Uh, yes, and the most important thing about like Git and GitHub is like it allows you working in a team. Like Git simplifies the process of working with other people and make it easy to collaborate on projects. And team members can work on files and easily merge their changes with the master branch of the project. And also, like yeah, say at the same time, many people can work on the same file, and whatever who is changing, it will be recorded, and you could always refer to it. And yeah, and it's always uh, like you're gonna need it anyway, because many companies and technologies around the world use Git, like Amazon, Facebook, LinkedIn, Yahoo, and many more. So learn Git, and because it's very important and it's a necessary.
Yeah, actually, people use GitHub to actually put their project online for people to see as well. So it helps whenever someone is coming to see your CV, you can add your GitHub link to that, and you can showcase your project in GitHub, and it adds up value to your CV and makes you more hireable if you have great project in your GitHub account.
Yeah, and also your code is always available to you, like no matter what, like whichever computer you are using. Once you log into your GitHub account, you have all your projects over there, and there you can always back up your code over there. So it's always very safe to always put up your projects and showcase your work by putting up, like making repositories on GitHub and doing stuffs.
Yes, so we'll move on to the next slide. Okay, now we are here to the main agenda, steps to contribute to the Glug blog. So why would you want to contribute to the Glug blog in the first place? Is that we know the importance of blog, right? Okay, if you make your personal blog site, it might not you make if you make a personal blog site and you might have great blogs. Okay, you can surely do that. People do that often, but the problem is that it won't reach too many people. The Glug blog actually is available to so many people. Like they come and read the blogs in the Glug, and it's like really popular in the community, where your blog can reach more people and uh, educate more people. So Kaushiki, can you continue about why would you want to contribute to
Yeah.
the Glug blog in the first place?
Yeah, like basically what I have been experienced like from my first year, like this our blog community is actually famous in like a lot of communities across. There's an in Mozilla, and because there's a Hacktoberfest which is conducted by Mozilla, in which you can push up, you can just make some pull request by actually making putting your some work, and then you get some swats from the Mozilla. And I have been attended some meet of Mozilla, and I actually got to know that that our glug community is very famous, and people throughout the world they refer to some amazing blogs written on our website. So you can also go and refer to many blogs written on the website, because they have been put up in amazing way. And any but whether it's any topic, you can always go ahead and learn. Yeah.
Yeah, and Ujjwal Bhaiya is here. He shared with us like one experience that someone liked his blog very much. Can you share that with us, Ujjwal Bhaiya?
Yeah, so hi guys, great job. So I believe that writing blogs are very instrumental way of of multi-level benefit. I have got a few job offers by people going through my blog on Ulogix, and I have got I think MSP, which was that? I think MSP African Community. If I remember, I think there were certain communities which got in touch with me just because they loved the blog. They loved our blogs regarding a lot of things. I personally had a lot of people texting me from Argentina, from Mozambique, and these places. They went through my blog on Glugblog and they actually won $2,000. I have the screenshot and I can share it with you guys anywhere. So that's how powerful it is. Glugblog honestly has a great SEO and global outreach. These things help you in branding like anything. So when you create blogs, now what happens is you go to an interview, and while you are in the interview, the interviewer asks you about your work and all of that, right? So in middle of it, you can tell that you actually wrote a blog which was actually referred by these many people, and that helped you tremendously. Or these sort of things you don't know, but these sort of things are actually a huge deal break. I mean, they can create huge deal in your interviews. They can help you crack interviews easily. They can help you get through brandings. Last night I was talking to a few people in VC community who are into investment funding of startups and stuff. These guys who are VCs, who are investing billions of dollars into various startups, still are into blogging. I went through this guy called as Kunal Nandwani from Chandigarh Angels community. He sent his blog again today morning. I saw he sent his blog to me on LinkedIn and he asked me to review it. That's how powerful blog is, and you need to keep blogging. That creates that sort of active figure of yours, that you're not just learning things, you're also making things. And in the journey of writing a blog, you learn a lot of things, you apply all that, and I think that is something which is more important. I think this particular session is with respect to the same, and you will be learning how to create that blog from one of the few best juniors, and they will and then you can also get started. Honestly, that blog is open to everyone. It's for anyone from the college. You guys can just join in and start writing. That's absolutely yours. It's open sourced, right? So guys, continue. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Bhaiya, for sharing this experience. Yeah, so I think, Shrav, we are good to start. So
yeah,
guys,
so
guys,
continue, question.
Yeah, so guys, I shared the GitHub link on the chat box. You can just go ahead and make your account. If not, then you can take the link and save it for the later. And yeah, sure, you can take up.
Just a minute.
Also, how many people have applied for student developer pack? Can you raise your hands on Meet? If you have. Okay, yeah. Once you get a GitHub account, you can always go for a GitHub developer pack, and that comes with a lot of perks. You actually get a lot of premium services for free. So that's why we are really emphasizing you to go get yourself a GitHub account, and plus it would increase your open source contributions, right? It's a place to showcase your work, like blog, even writing a blog, right? If you write a blog, it would increase your, it would enhance your own writing skills, and it is a way of, it is an art of communication. When you write a blog, you communicate with the readers, right? And whenever your juniors join, they'll approach you after reading your blogs, and that's how you develop a relationship with your juniors and seniors. So it becomes very vital to be a regular open source contributor, and contributing to the blog would really help in that. Yeah, so you can take over.
Yeah, yeah. So, someone, Kaushik, please send the link of the this
Yeah,
repository to
I've
the
sent.
chat. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is the Glug blog repository. Okay. So if you're seeing GitHub for the first time, let me just give you a short uh, introduction. This is the code. All right. And here we have all the branches of the codes, and what you have to do is, in order to get this code for you to work, you need to fork it. Okay, fork it into your repository, and there you have it. Now this now you have it, and then you can edit anything here and push it. So I'll show you how you can contribute to the club blog through GitHub editor. Yeah, so for this, you don't need to install Git in your system. You don't need to have VS Code. But this method is not recommended for beginners, as there is a greater chance of mistakes. So basic steps are that you need to go to posts, and here you can see all the previous blogs, and it's named in a pattern that here is a date, and then here's the name, and then it's .md. And .md means it's in the markdown format. So let's see the last blog we have. So we can see the markdown format. Yeah. So it's written in the markdown format that you can highlight any word by two dots and write heading by putting two hashes, etc. Okay. So you can learn about markdown format. Kaushiki can send the link of the small tutorial. That's really good. Kaushiki?
Yeah, yeah, I'll be sharing.
So what you need to do is, in order to add your Glug blog through GitHub editor, you need to go and add a file. Okay, create a new file. Uh, uh, Write the name in the same format. So I'll write, this will do, right? Right. So in previous blog, you must have seen that here is something that is important for uh, you to put in order to display the blog. I'll show you once in the older blogs. 1 second. Here they are. So this thing you need to copy, okay? Just paste it here and edit it according to your blog. Like you can change the name of the author. You can add the banner. I'll tell you how to add the banner. This is the address of the banner in this repository, and you can add your title here. So I'll add your title here. Uh, okay, and then you can start with the blog with normal. Um, Hi, this is my first blog. And this single hash stands for the largest heading. Okay, and you can follow the tutorial to add various things in your blog, like images and stuff. So for image, you can just uh, I'll show once. Yeah, for image, you can follow this format. You have this, and you have the address of the image in the repository. I'll show you where you have to put this image right now, but for now, you can just copy it for us to see. The, the problem with this method is that you cannot actually see the output till someone uh, adds it in the repository, in the main blog repository. So there's a problem with this. Until and unless you have contributed to the blog 2-3 times, I won't recommend this method. So you can commit it like you are actually saving this blog into your repository right now. So you can write added uh, added example blog, and you can write more details about it over here, and you have to commit it. So by this, you can see that here you have the file. You can also write the uh, write the blog in your uh, local editor, and you can drag it over here. You can also do that. So anything which you find is comfortable to you, you can do. You need, in order to add images, you have to go to, just a minute. Yeah. In order to add images, you need to go to assets, images, make a folder, and actually you can drag the folder in this, which is also okay. We can example, we can add a file in this, anything will do. Yeah, so you can just drag this folder over here and commit the changes. You have to write the commits properly for it. For example, whatever images you use, you make sure that you add them. You need, wherever you're adding the images to the blog, you have to add it according to the address. We are going to assets, images, and then you have the folder name that is example for us, and then you have the name of the image. So you can add that, you can commit the changes, and you have your 2 commits, and you can check the commits over here. Both are there. Now for the single blog, we are having 2 commits, and we cannot even check the results. So this method is not recommended for the first timers. Now after you have committed the changes and you feel like your blog is good to go, you can click on pull request and create a pull request. By creating a pull request, actually you are asking the main plug mvit-github.io repository to add your changes to their repository. So you can see what you have changed. We have added an image, and we have added a useless blog, and we can create a pull request and you can write add it, oh god, add it and add it example blog. Ignore. Okay. So in the main repository, you can see your pull request and someone from the repository can review your code, and if they like it, they will commit the changes to their repository. And if there is some room for improvement, they can also ask you to make some changes. Okay, so doing mistakes in the first step is really common. Okay, we all did that, and we have learned it in a hard way. So it's
Yeah.
okay to make mistakes in your first few rounds, but it's easy. For if you try it for 1 or 2 times, you'll find it as a cakewalk. It's really easy. So this is how you contribute to the blog by GitHub editor. So we can move on, I guess. Kaushik.